and we'll start back up on this next problem. So on this one, we've got right triangles right here, and you've got, I'm going to use HL to prove congruency. I've got an angle, a 90-degree angle, that makes it a right triangle, and then this distance and this distance are going to be the same, gives me HL. Once I prove those two triangles congruent, those two angles are going to be congruent. There are lots of other theorems you might use. I'm just going to use HL. Minus the 4x plus the 2. In any case, you're going to get a 7 for your x value. 24. We've got BP, which is this distance. It's going to be x plus 4. And then BF, which is the whole distance, is going to be x squared minus 1. Now these two are not equal. I'm going to multiply by 3 over 2 because this is 2 of the 3 pieces. This one is all of the 3 pieces. So I'm going to take the one that is this one, increase it by 50%. That way I don't get my x squared. I don't want to mess around with that x squared. So I'm going to get the x plus 4. Looking to solve. Multiply everything by, well, I'm going to multiply everything by 2 to clear my fraction first. So I'm going to get 2x squared minus 1, or minus 2 rather, is equal to 3 x plus 12. I'm going to pull everything to the other side so I can get my quadratic going. 2x squared minus 3x minus 14 is equal to 0. And I'm going to have a 2x and an x equal to 0. I'm going to have to put a 7 and a 2, and I want my thing to be negative. So I've got negative 7x plus 4x. That'll give me the 3 in the middle that I want. So x is going to be equal to 7 over 2, or x is going to be equal to negative 2. And they're both going to work. That's handy because of the x squared. I'm going to say they want the negative 2, just because that's going to be easier to put into your equation. You can also use the 3 halves. I just don't want to do the squared on it. Anyway, PF, BP is going to be 2, and then PF is going to be 1. There we go. And then on this one, you could also drop that 7 over 2 in there. You can get a different answer on that one. But they're both fine. They're both fine in this case because it doesn't give you a negative length. Moving on. Find the geometric mean. So I have 2 over x is equal to x over 8. So 16 is equal to x squared. X is going to be 4. That's my geometric mean. 3 over x is equal to x over 9. So x squared is equal to 27. Going to have to take and back this one down. You've got 9 times 3. So square root of 9 times square root of 3. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 3 is unknown. I'm going to leave it. And then I have 7 over x is equal to x over 14. So x squared is going to be equal to, 98. And then I'm going to take the square roots there, and I will get x is equal to 7 square roots of 2. Make sure you take and find a way you like to do that. I like to break it down into a square root that I know and a square root that I don't. Take the square root that I know, leave the square root that I don't. However you want to do that one. Here, A is bigger than B, and then that's also bigger than C. So C is our A is smaller than B, B is smaller than C. C is our largest angle, so this is our biggest side. B is our middle angle, so it's going to be our medium side, and then this will be our small side. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get and make sure this is true. So I will have 6x needs to be smaller than 5x plus 8. It has to be smaller than 5x plus 8 because that's my medium side. So in this case, x needs to be less than 8. And then I need 6x to be bigger than 2x plus 3. All right, 6x needs to be bigger than 2x plus 3. In this case, I get 4x is greater than 3. So x needs to be greater than, what is that, 3 over 4? And we're all done. You can, I guess we could slap those bad boys together and get ourselves a single answer. Looks good. On this one, a lot easier. You've got C is your big side, A is your small side, and then this is your medium side. This one sets up a lot easier because you don't have 3 variables that you have to slap together. I've got 10 is my smallest side, x plus 2 needs to be in the middle, and then 18 is my big side. Handy, handy. Pull the 2 off, done. This one just a lot easier, x less than 16. Onward. So we have 2 angles. They have the same side, same lengths that they open up to. So your bigger angle is going to create your bigger side. So LM is larger. This one, same thing. You've got, where is AB? I'm going to say that this is AB and this is CD. These 2 angles are going to be the same. And what this means, you've got a 9 and 9. You've got this side over here also congruent, and you've got vertical angles. They're going to be equal. You can prove these 2 triangles to be congruent. Therefore, those 2 side lengths are going to be equal. Next page. Solving proportions. This is all about the cross product. Make sure you watch that math. We're going to get 2 times 3k minus 4 is equal to 5 times k minus 1. So I get 6k minus 8 is equal to 5k minus 5. Move the 5, move the 8, you'll get k is equal to 3. On this one, you get the fantastic, going to get a quadratic. So I'll have z squared minus 4 is equal to, that's that multiplied together. Make sure you FOIL that out if you don't know your patterns. Is equal to 32. Subtract the 32 over, I'll get z squared minus 36 is equal to 0. And that'll give me a plus and minus 9. If you want to see that, I guess I should. This is going to be z minus 9, z plus 9. And you'll get those 2 answers. Onward. Oh, lots of fun. This one. So I'm going to start here with the x's. I know I've got the y's, but I'm going to start here with the x's. The first thing I'm going to do is get my reductions on so my multiplication is not so bad. I'm going to have to put those back in when I go for y, but when I'm solving just for the x's, I don't need that. In fact, I can pull that 3 out of your y right now. So now they're all equal. Fantastic. Everything's divided by 3. I'll have 2x plus 5 is equal to 3 times x. So I'm just cross multiplying this section right here. Subtract that over, and that's going to give me x is equal to 5. Once I know x is equal to 5, I'm going to choose the easiest one. They're all equal, so I'm going to choose the easiest one to set up. I have 2y over 20. I'm going to reduce that to y over 10 is equal to 1 over 5, because I know x is 5. And that's going to mean 5y is equal to 10, y is equal to 2. Those are my 2 answers. Onward. Area. The perimeter of the front lawn is 192 feet. The ratio of the length to the width is 5 to 3. Find the area of the lawn. So the first thing I'm going to do is take, and my length is 5 times whatever my scale is, and then my width is 3 times whatever that piece is, and it's going to be equal to 192. If I've got a perimeter, there are 2 lengths and 2 widths. So 5 times 2 lengths, 2 times 5 lengths, 2 times 5 pieces, this is the length. 2 times 3 pieces, that's the width, and it's going to be equal to my my perimeter. I've got 16x is equal to 192. That's going to be gracious. 16 plus 32. I don't know why that took me so long. X equal to 12. That's going to be the number of pieces, or how much each piece is worth. My length has 5 of those pieces, so 60. My width has 3 of those pieces, so 36. So length is 60. That's going to be 60 feet. Width is 3 of those pieces, so 36 feet. And you always want to give it the quick check and make sure it works back in the equation, which it does.